As an M dash enjoyer, it pisses me the fuck off that no one gets to use M dashes anymore. So infuriating. If you guys were worried that AI would destroy our jobs, it has, but not for the reasons that you think that it has. It's because companies are using AI to sift through resumes, and the AI chooses resumes that were written by AI. Maybe some of you got lost there. Maybe some of you were worried for a moment about what I just said and the ramifications of it. Maybe some of you are thinking, can I get just like a source on that? Sure, absolutely. Researchers sent the same resume to an AI hiring tool twice, same qualifications, same experience, same skills. One version was written by a real human being, the other was written by ChatGPT. The AI picked the ChatGPT version 97.6% of the time. A team from the University of Maryland, the National University of Singapore, and Ohio State just published the receipt. They took 2,245 real human written resumes pulled from a professional resume site before ChatGPT existed. So the human writing was actually human. Then they had 7 of the most used AI models in the world rewrite each one. ChatGPT 4.0, 4.0 Mini, Turbo, Llama, Qwen, DeepSeek, Mistral. I don't even know what any of these are. Then they asked each AI to pick the better resume. Every model picked itself. ChatGPT 4.0 hit 97.6%, Llama hit 96.3%, Qwen hit 95.9%, DeepSeek hit 95.5%. The real human almost never won. Then the researchers tried the obvious objection. Maybe the AI is just better at writing. So they had real humans grade the resumes for actual quality and ran the experiment again, controlling for it. The result was worse. Each AI kept picking itself, even when the human judges rated the human version written as clearer, more coherent, and more effective, which is not a surprise, by the way, because when human beings read, I don't know how many of you guys are real human beings, but when a real human being, I am not a streamer bot, read something that an AI wrote, I'm like, I hate reading it. I hate it. I hate reading it. It's like, yeah, thanks for pointing that out. They write like they're trying to sell me garbage. I don't know how else to explain it. They write like scammers. And when I read it, I get mad. It's like, can you just get to the point? Can you, I understand all resumes are going to have a little bit of fluff, but get to the fucking point. Oh, fucking true. It's like salesmen speak. Correct. The way that they speak is like, I'm trying to think of like a good example. 100%, it's part of the sycophancy as well. There's one particular tell whenever I'm reading that makes me concerned that something is AI, but I'm like blanking on it. It's like, it's one of those things where you know it when you see it. I thought I saved a post that was like really obscenely annoying to read, and I could tell that it was written by AI. I'm not finding it immediately right now, but whatever, it's not important. They're really popular. The like AI bots that write like essays are really popular on Twitter. I fucking hate AI because I know how to use M dashes, and because of AI I can no longer use them because everyone says it's AI. I know! As an M dash enjoyer, it pisses me the fuck off that no one gets to use M dashes anymore. So fucking infuriating. The sentences are all the same length. I remember one of the tells is like, you didn't just figure this out. You're stumbling on something that's never been seen before. And the writing always feels like I'm being sold garbage. It's not just blank. It's blank. It's like, why? Why? We're talking about AI today. They're trying to build one in my area. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Oddly excessive use of enthusiastic adjectives. Correct. The point being, if you know anything about like speech patterns or like writing styles, and I'm not like a writing expert, I'm not a master of the written language, all right? But you can tell different writing styles apart. And it makes me mad when I realize I've just spent a minute reading something that was written by an AI. The researchers tried the obvious objection, maybe the AI is just better at writing. Okay, they had real humans grade it, and then Then they had the AIs don't just prefer AI over humans, they prefer themselves over the AIs, the other AIs. DeepSeek picked its own resumes 69% more often than llamas. ChatGPT picked its own 45% more than llamas. Each model can recognize and reward its own dialect. 99% of large companies now run AI on incoming resumes. Most of them use use GPT-4o. The paper just proved GPT-4o picks itself 97.6% of the time. If you wrote your own cover letter this week, you did not lose to a better candidate. You just lost to a worse candidate who paid OpenAI $20. Your qualifications do not matter if the AI prefers its own handwriting over yours. So now companies are using AI to sift through resumes that are written by AI and hiring people who are worse for the position because they were too lazy to write their own resumes. All of that's to say, if you are currently trying to apply for a job, consider getting ChatGPT to write it, since it's not going to be read by a human anyways. If it's going to be written and if it's going to be read by ChatGPT anyways, and ChatGPT prefers its own writing, if you're struggling in the job market, this might be why. And I'm not joking. I am not joking. Genuinely, if you are struggling to find work, you might just be getting fucked by the system, in which case I will say, just have ChatGPT rewrite your resume for you, man. Just have it rewrite your resume for you, man. I'm sorry, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. And I think after your 100th job application that has gone nowhere, you got to pay your fucking bills, bro. Like, I'm sorry. This is insane. This is disgusting. I can't believe this, dude. I fear you're kind of spitting, even if I don't want to believe it. I don't think that's fair either, because all these jobs tell you to write your own resume and not use ChatGPT. Meanwhile, I've applied to over 1,000 jobs since last year, and I don't have time to write my resume and cover letter by hand because that's a thing too. Every job wants a custom resume and a cover letter. It's just hell. That's amazing. That explains why I wasn't invited to an interview after personally being recommended by one of their best employees, LMAO. You guys feel like you guys feel like you're winning yet? Feel like you're winning yet? Everybody having a good time? Is everybody having a good time? Listen, I will tell you, we probably could never be friends if you use ChatGPT in 2026 to generate 500 photos of like Freerin in like a bikini. We're probably not compatible as friends, because what the fuck are you doing with your life? Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Like, you should break your computer. You should light it on fire. You have failed to use technology well. If you use AI because you've already applied to 2,000 jobs in the past year, like you literally wake up, and I've had these periods of time where I like wake up and I apply for 10 jobs before I was streaming. And then, you wake up the next day and you do the same thing, and the next day and the next day. And you just set like a number every day and you try to get to that number every day. And sometimes you have to write a cover letter, and sometimes you have to do their stupid little fucking like questionnaire, and sometimes you have to apply through their website, and sometimes you have to fucking email it to them and whatever. I do not judge if you're using the AI so that you can actually get a fucking interview. That is actually the only instance, or one of the few instances, where I'm like, I can't look at you and judge you for that. I'm sorry. You're using it so that you can fucking pay your bills. You're not using it because you're too lazy to fucking just like draw something, or try drawing something, or try writing something creatively, or whatever. You know what? If there was an instance that's valid and that's the way to get the resumes today, to get an interview, sure, man. One I was using made me talk to an AI chatbot to start the application. I had to message the AI bot instead of filling out my information, and it fucking sucked. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. For real, I've applied to thousands of jobs. I've gone from living in a homeless shelter to living in a mental health center. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to fucking... This goes back to... no ethical consumption under capitalism. I'm not going to be like, sweetie, you have an iPhone? Sweetie, you claim you don't like capitalism, and yet you have an iPhone. Bruh. Okay. Denims, I want to work for you. I have a 9.8 out of 10, highest ever top of the hour debate on Hassan Abi's stream, and I'm sometimes funny. Hire me. Dude, you bait the fuck out of Hassan all the time. I'm actually honored to have you here. Most cases with those AI chatbots you have to fight with to apply, you end up having to do the data entry anyways. That's amazing. I am very grateful that I did not have to deal with the hiring market with AI. My last message had M dashes denims. It was from ChatGPT. No! What the fuck? How could you do this to me? Okay, what was I saying? Even if this dynamic didn't exist, why would you try hard to write a good cover letter? Because it might get you a job. Although I will say, I do feel like cover letters are like a fucking. Has anyone. Okay, maybe someone here has worked in hiring. Has anyone ever been moved by a cover letter? I feel like cover letters are like the biggest bullshit waste of fucking time. And nobody actually fucking reads the cover letters. Maybe there are some companies do. One of the companies I worked at where I looked at resumes, we never looked at cover letters. I don't know why we had people write cover letters because we weren't told to look at them. It was like, just check the resume and then we'll see what they were like in the interview. It was like, okay, why are we making them write this? I don't know. It's just standard practice. Makes the job look more legitimate. I'm like, what is that? I'm tired of this scam economy. I've done hiring for tech and no, my CTO just threw them out when I gave him the resumes. I'm pretty sure the point of cover letters is literally to weed out people who don't want to write a cover letter. I'm pretty sure that's the point. It's just like a humiliation ritual. What would you be doing if streaming suddenly wasn't possible? Well, I have a degree in accounting, so I'd probably just go get my CPA. And I mean, I don't know. I like being in front of a computer. I like office work. I like my computer time, my chair time. But I'm also like, I don't know. I do like repetitive, mundane activities. Like MMOs, exactly. Exactly.